Hey y'all, welcome back to TNT Reactions or The Adventures or podcast. Subscribe to all of them.
Oh yeah.
So I was reading the news and this article came up about subway surfing. Not subway surfing, like the game. You remember the game Subway Surfing?
No.
Okay, so it's like you ride a skateboard on the back of a train, and so
People do that?
apparently so.
Oh.
And so this is very unfortunate. We're going to jump into it. It's in New York where a lot of kids are doing just that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, y'all can leave your thoughts down below in the comment section, but let's check this out.
Natalia Rudenko was making breakfast Saturday morning at home with the news on, covering the death of two subway surfers. It took a while before she realized it might be her daughter, who was, as she describes her, fearless.
Oh.
She don't care. She never gets scared. Like me. We go on an American roller coaster. She said, Zemfira, I'm not going, I'm too old. She said, listen, if you not go, you pussy kids.
She would learn it was Zemfira, her 12-year-old daughter. She and a 13-year-old girl met on social media. And according to Natalia, they set out for a late-night adventure. Their bodies would end up being found on top of a subway car that pulled into the Marcy Avenue subway stop in Williamsburg early Saturday morning. She had snuck out of her parents' home in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. Zemfira's mother says her daughter had a wide range of social media accounts.
I never see her accounts.
Oh man, that is so crazy. And it makes me think about this day and age that we live in with social media, how people will blow up for doing things like this, and it will encourage them to continue to engage in dangerous activities.
But remember when those people were climbing like the buildings and stuff?
Oh yeah,
and the bridges?
Right, yeah. And they'll do it just because of the views that they get on TikTok or Facebook or YouTube or whatever.
I mean, I think they're kind of daredevils to do it in the first place. And the people who were climbing the buildings and the bridges, the views were insanely beautiful, but it was also very dangerous. And so not only do you have, I guess, the thrill of doing something like that.
Adrenaline junkie.
Yes, but then with the likes and the views on top of that, it just encourages
But
them to
for
do
them
it
to be
more.
so young to do this.
But I know
crazy.
she was on the top of the bridges, on the top of the roofs.
While the city struggles with an ongoing problem of social media glorification of subway surfing, Zemfira's family suddenly finds itself having to make funeral arrangements for their once vibrant daughter. The latest casualty for a deadly urban fad officials have been trying to attack, yet more than a dozen have died in recent years, despite the best efforts of officials to rein it in.
It doesn't get any more tragic than this. Young teenage girls, it doesn't get any more tragic than this.
Fresh off this gruesome outcome, on Monday, the NYPD's drones helped intercept these two riding outside a train. The NYPD tells us they've intercepted over 130 kids so far this year, the youngest being just 9 years old, essentially saving them from themselves and from the dark side of what is being referred to as urban exploring.
We know that the people of Subway Surf, they meet on social media, they get together, and it's not just subway surfing. They're going into the tunnels, they're going to the layup locations. They're trying to get on the trains. They're stealing keys. They're stealing MTA radios. They're trying to move the trains into layup locations.
A GoFundMe account has been set up for Zemfira's family as they make funeral arrangements for her. They tell us it is now set for this Saturday, and at the same time, they're canceling the birthday party plans that they had made. That was to take place the following Friday.
Oh, it was before her birthday.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate for the mom. She knew who her daughter was.
Yeah, right.
And the fact that she doesn't have her here anymore has to be so devastating. But 130 kids are doing, they said, I guess, got into incidents or whatever, but I know it's a lot more. And
yeah, oh, definitely. And that's what I was saying, you know, and I wanna say it's because social media. I wanna say that it's because of all these unique dynamics that we have with technology now, but it's not, because people have been doing this kind of stuff since the beginning of time. If you go back a few years before, there were the kids that were eating Tide Pods. Even for if you want to go back further than that, they had kids that would, there was, subway surfing was still a thing, but they also had kids that would be, I forget what they call it, but you would hitch a ride on the back of a car, like you would grab on the back of a car.
Like Marty McFly?
Yeah, kind of like that in Back to the Future. And so, yeah, this kind of stuff has always been happening. It's just, you know, it's unfortunate.
Do you think it's kids being kids, really? Because I've done stupid things. I have done some really stupid things.
And that's what I'm saying. We've all done stupid things, but there's levels to it. Because I'm thinking to myself, when I was 12 years old or 13 or even 9, would I have done something like this? And it's like, no. The worst I may have done would be to ride my bike to the park without telling my parents. But if I had a group of friends that were pressuring me to subway surf or do something that was incredibly dangerous, then, you know, some common sense in my brain would have kicked in to be like, no, I'm not doing this. I don't care what y'all think I am.
That's where your parent comes in and say, if your friends jump off a bridge, would you?
Right, yeah.
And that's why your parents said those things. And I think
exactly.
I think, but also, and I hate to be that person, but because we're from a different generation, the dangerous things that we did was completely different from the dangerous things that they did. But then I'm like, oh, I survived this.
Yeah, right.
And then, oh, I survived that. Right. You know, and
but I think it also goes back to what you just said.
What?
Is that when kids were going to or about to, or when you're at a certain age and your parent has that talk with you and they say, well, if your friends jump off a bridge, are you? That's what it comes down to. Kind of comes down to parental guidance. And looking or hearing her mom, she didn't seem like the type of mom that had that conversation with her daughter.
Well, we don't know, but the mom said that she was just like her. Yeah. So I think the mom, she had like,
that's what I'm saying.
That spirit of
adventure,
danger,
exploring danger. Yeah. And she probably said to herself, "Oh, she's just going through that phase, and just let her do that," instead of actually stepping up to be a mature adult, saying, "Oh, my daughter is leaving the house late at night in New York." Or
New York kids are different, though.
They are different.
New York is a whole nother breed.
But that's why. Kid. That's why, as a parent, you would have to be like extra.
To draw the line.
You have to draw the line. But y'all can leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. As always, like, share, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this story. We'll see y'all next time. Take care.
Ta-ta.